So your shoulders are facing here. Get your shoulders over here. So your shoulders are lined up over here. Shoulders lined up like this. Your swing goes back here. Line up your shoulders this way. Now your swing goes back here. See? Now I've got my shoulders and hips lined up to go to my target. Yeah. Better? Alright, now, all three. So it's okay to have a little bit of rhythm, but you don't want to get all crazy in here. Okay, get settled down. So that now you swing back and this begins a steadiness instead of all this weird beginning. Because that makes your toss drift around. So you can get settled up, then go with it. Okay. Settle, shoulders toward your target. You gotta get more settled. You have a different start every time with all that movement. Get settled, get settled, get settled, stop. Yeah, just get stopped. Get yourself stopped instead of going into it like this. You can get here and then stop. Now go. There you go. Do it again. Get stopped. Shoulders toward your target. Do your rhythm. Now stop and go. Good. Yeah, you basically want to get more quiet. Okay, all this ritual stuff. Get that out of the way, and then get stopped. Get composed. Then begin the toss. You want the beginning of your backswing to start from the same position each time. So when you're in here, it's drifting around. It's drifting around. Sometimes you start here. Sometimes you start here. So get yourself settled. Then you have the beginning point the same every time. So I want my hitting hand basically somewhere near my stomach, just out a little bit. And I want my left hand kind of off of my my left knee and my left foot. So I'm here, see? So now when I draw the racket back and I toss up, my hand, look at my hands. See how if you drew a line between my two hands, it would be going out toward the target. Okay, and then my heels. See how everything's going this way? And my hips and my shoulders, everything's in alignment. So I go toward my target. Okay?
What's making you hit the net so much?
Well, don't worry about it. Get yourself lined up first. The ball's only on the strings for 4 milliseconds. You got to stabilize your body. Then you have a better toss. Stabilize your body. Get everything lined up toward your target. Get settled. There you go. Get all that to be quiet, you see? Right? All that just moving around an inch or 2 or 3 inches means a different start point for your toss. Right? Get your stance lined up. Get your hips lined up toward your target. Line your shoulders up toward your target. Get your hands lined up toward your target. Bring your hands together. Yep. Now back together, up and go. Okay, so that one you just twisted your hand too much. slow it all down. You're used to doing this weird ritual, and it's getting a little sloppy. Okay, so you got to get this down here. Plus, when you're up here, right, get down here so you can sight your shot. See, when you toss, when you swing back and toss, you also want your head steady. You don't want your head swaying around. Your whole upper body's swaying around too much. You got to get settled here. Then you can begin to toss. See, now my chin is nice and steady, like it's on a shelf. And I toss, and my toss goes out, and I'm looking over those treetops. You see how I move very gently to follow the flight of the ball? And I'm going to keep my eyes up at the ball. Keep my eyes up. Boom. I want everything nice and calm and poised and settled so I can control my toss. Shoulders toward your target. Better. It's all right. You missed it. It's okay. That's better. Quieting things down. Then you got to go after it. So look, you can't just sit there and guide it. Move over to the side. So now you're getting quiet here. You can't just guide it. You got to swing back. Go. Swing back. Go. Okay? Basically, after you get to this position, so everything's nice and quiet at the beginning, but after you get to this position, now you got to go up after the ball. All right, so you get settled here, and then fire up after the ball. And aim right down the middle. Down the middle of the box. Go. Go. Better. There you go. So come behind me, watch what I'm going to do. So once I get into this position, what I do is I go this way. Boom. Okay, watch. I'm not launching myself up like this, okay? So I get here, and then everything's going to turn, rotate, and go up and out. Up and out. Watch my shoulders. Then I go into the court. So I go here. I fire up and out. Boom. See? So my hips and shoulders are nice and smooth, on balance. See? I didn't jerk it. I accelerated, got into the backswing position, loaded into the trophy position, then accelerate up and out. Up and out, go. There you go. That idea. Get up on the ball, looking over those treetops over there. There you go. That's nice, huh? Or so you want economy of motion. You want to have economy of motion, right? You don't want to have a lot of extra movements. All you're doing, it's like you're throwing a baseball with your 10-year-old nephew. You're not trying to take his head off. You're just making a nice toss here, right? Like this. Now when you speed it up, now he's back 30 feet, so you give it a little more zip, right? Lean back a little bit, give it a little more zip, right? Now he's 50 feet back, so you're going to give it a little more, you're going to lean back a little bit, give it a little more zip, right? And that momentum brings you into the court. Way better. Look at that. Sweet. See how calming it down helps you control your toss. Okay, so you can set the toss where you want. There's no rush. The ball doesn't. The ball weighs 2 ounces, right? So it's not like you need to throw it up there. You don't need all this, right? Just set it up there gently. Give it a little loft. So this goes up gently. That lets you take your racket back gently, and then you accelerate. Okay. So in the beginning, everything's slow and smooth and calm. And go. Excellent. Make sure you get your shoulders toward your target. Just a slight thing. So you're like this, just bring it over a little bit. Shoulders. toward your target, okay? So look, it's just natural to kind of be, when you're here, it's natural to be like this. See, so now look how I'm lined up now, right? Even here. Okay. Now my left hip and left shoulder are this direction. So now when I set up, you see everything's on this side of my body now. Over here, I swing back like this, or here, I change my swing. Then I have to tilt my body I have to make an adjustment with my upper body because my toss is going to vary. If you start like this, your toss can be here, here, here. If you move over a little bit, so that your left hand is on this side of your left foot, you see, versus here. Now it's on the correct side of my left foot, so my toss is to the right of my left foot, right? Because everything's going this direction. So the beginning is very important that you're in this position. Now the toss can go like it's going up an elevator shaft to the right of my left foot, you see? So I'm here, okay? Let's tidy that up. That'll make your serve a little more consistent. Helps, right? That one little thing, just slowing it down, being more precise about how you begin. Yeah, then you do the first and second. Now that one you reach, you went up and right? You want your hand to go toward that shed. Okay, everything, when you're lined up here, right? See where that railroad track is headed? I want everything to go that way. So I go up, I pronate out toward the shed, and then this way. Hear him move. You see? And then when you come out of it, you should be able to move right toward your target. You go right toward your target. Later on, that's going to be helpful coming out of that on balance, because when we start serving and balling, you want to be able to hit toward your target and move toward your target.